Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. Steepy Crazy Lady. I'm getting a twofer. Uh, it's 8:55 p.m. It's still the 17th, St. Patty's Day, 2024, March. I thought I'd come on here because I'm almost done with with Virus Detected by Randall Spangler through Diamond Art. And I just have this little section to finish. And what I thought I would do is, since this is what I'm, finishing up and should be done sometime tonight, and show the complete finish on Monday, thought I'd come on here real quick. And I picked out 3 different 30 by 40s that I'm thinking of doing. And they're in no particular order, so I don't have a favorite. If I put number 1 down, that doesn't mean that's my favorite. But I have 3 of them, and I figured, I'll number them 1, 2, and 3, and you guys decide. Well, I'll tell you the names of them, and you say, do this one first, this one second, this one third, so on, whatever, or just pick one in particular. I don't know how fast I will get each one done, but, when I say, okay, I'm going to number them myself. I'm going to say this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. That doesn't mean, like I said, the number 1 is my favorite one and the third one is my least. It'll just make it easier that way. So, the first 30 by 40 is, and I hope you can see it, it is a 30 by 40 with 22 colors, and it is Lady and the Tramp. So that'll be, a vote for number 1. That's number 1. Okay. Okay. Number 2. And I got this because V had it, and she likes purple. I like purple. So I had ordered it too. It has 20 colors. It is a 30 by 40. And it is the purple owl. So this will be listed as number 2. This is number 2, the purple owl. Okay. And the third one on the list is the one I had just gotten. It has 22 colors. It's a 30 by 40. And it is the kitty on a stack of books. It's the kitty on the stack of books, which will be number 3. So I will check this out tomorrow at, say about between noon and 1 o'clock, and I'll see which one, wins that I should start with, and which one's the most popular, and then the second one and the third one, depending on how fast I get through whichever one it is. So, I can do a little bit of WIP and SIP here. I've got what's left of my iced coffee. So, funny drinking iced coffee when Our temperature was at 41 degrees. It was supposed to be about 60 today. It was 40 degrees, and my daughter said, "Did you hear what I said?" And I said, "What did you say?" And she says, "It's snowing." Now, it stopped, and the snow didn't really stay, but apparently the weather report says for tomorrow, the temperature is only going to be about 35 or 40 during the day, and in the next day or two it could all dip down to -0 in the next couple days. So here we go with March, coming in like a lamb and just tooth and claw fighting like a lion going out. So I figured, so here it comes, bad weather again. So let's see, and that's why early enough tomorrow. Well, they start, the vet that does the nail clipping and stuff, they say to come in between, something with that drill, come in between 10 and 1 is what their hours are for the nail clipping. So I'm going to get him in there as early as possible because I want to get it over and done with. He is awful to ride with still, because my daughter today, she was looking at different dog food recipes, something, and they said that, yeah, it's okay to feed him the rice and chicken and whatever, but that's usually if they have upset stomachs or if they have diarrhea or something like that, that it apparently doesn't have enough whatever vitamins and nutrients and everything that they will need, you know. So I thought, well, I got to find a dog food that he will eat. So I said, let's go down to the pet store, because we have an allotted amount, like on care credit stuff that's just for the pets, that we buy their kitty litter with it and dog food and, his little treats and stuff like that. So we went down to Pet Supply Plus because they have better bargains and better deals than PetSmart. So they had down there, we took it, and what I mean about him being awful to ride with, I thought, well, we'll take him with us because he can go in the store. Oh, he did nothing but scream and yell the whole time and shake because he was so excited, but his tail was going at the same time, what little tail he's got left. And so we're not that far from it. It only takes about maybe 10-15 minutes to get there, but boy, I'm telling you, that screaming, and because he'll yawn and scream at the same time, that screechy thing. I told you, he sounds like, when he starts doing some of it, it sounds like a laughing hyena. That's exactly what he sounds like, and it just pierces the eardrums. So we get there, and he acted pretty good inside the store. I mean, he was okay. And we looked in the cooler section because I thought the dry foods he's not eating. I cannot get him to eat a dry dog food. He gets plenty of things to chew on that are hard. A hard biscuit, or he's got what we call his chewy, and it's not rawhide. It's like a dried, wrapped chicken type thing. It's pretty good size. It takes him 2 to 2.5 weeks to, gnaw it down to nothing and finish it off. And it's, chicken flavored. It's like I said, it's not rawhide. So that's good for his teeth, keeps his teeth clean. He won't let me brush him, but I use some drops that, work for his teeth and stuff. So we get down there, and I said we went to the cooler section where they have the prepared meals and things. And I hate the thought of having to spend a fortune for something maybe that he won't eat. But I saw that it's either Vital or Vital. I don't know what the exact name is of it. But they had a chicken one that has chicken, green beans, carrots, sweet potato, and then it has all the other proteins and vitamins, and no corn, no GMOs, none of that stuff in there. And I thought, well, you know what, I'll try. I hope you guys can see me because I can't see past the thing. So I thought, well, we'll try it then. We got it's approximately a 2-pound bag for about $15. That's a lot of money. But being he's small, that'll hold him for a little while, at least for the next couple weeks, because they say for his size, he would eat like between a half to a whole cup every day, and he only eats once a day. Well, he has his egg white in the morning, so that should be plenty of food for him. And I thought, boy, I hope he likes this food. So as soon as we came home, I opened up the bag, and it smells like something I would cook. I mean, it smells good. And it smells like human food. So I thought, well, geez, he likes human food. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? So I took a piece out of there, and he just scarfed it right out of my hand. He didn't even bother to chew it. He swallowed it whole. Thank goodness it's soft, and but down his gullet it went. So I thought, okay, good, he likes it. So that worked out, really good for that. And so it's supper time, which he was used to eating at 5 o'clock, and then when we changed the clocks around 4, he gets anxious, and he starts whining at me and carrying on. And if I say, are you hungry, he goes running to the kitchen. So I always put his on a plate, and then I zap it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, just enough to take the chill off of it, because it is kept in the refrigerator. So I set it down, and I walked out of there. Well, he come running down when I set it, and I walked out of there and into the kitchen, and it's not that far, and I started to head in here to Diamond Paint, and I said, he come running this way, and I said, did you eat your food? Because it took him it seemed like less than a minute. And my daughter said, oh yeah, he ate it all, it's all gone. I said, oh my God. So at least he likes it. So if he likes it and he continues to eat it, and it is good dog food, then that's what he's going to get. So thank goodness that worked out okay, because it worries me. I want to make sure that he gets the vitamins, and stuff that he needs, and he's not lacking anything, and I don't want him to get sick. So apparently this is halfway decent dog food. So then when we were there at the pet store, I told him, I said, come on, we'll walk down the treat aisle and pick something. Well, naturally, since he's only so tall, he can only browse the bottom shelf. And he sniffed a few things and stuck his nose in, but nothing interested in him, and I know he had finished what we call his Chewy. He had finished that one from before. So I thought, well, we'll find, get him one more. So we got it, and that's what he's been chewing on all day, off and on, is his Chewy. But while we were there at the pet store, he was, it was all different noises for him because he'd never been in the pet store. And so we get in there, and we're getting ready to check out. And of course, they let him have a biscuit because they always have them at the end of the register. But he got up on his hind legs, to see what was going on. He couldn't see real good. He's a little short on one end. And they set off I don't know if it was a vacuum cleaner or a suction thing or whatever, cleaning the fish tanks, and I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He freaked right out. And, I said, okay, it's time to go. Time to win. We're out of here. But it's funny because he gets on his hind legs. He thinks he could, reach everything. He does that here if I don't push my my dish towel or anything back far enough. He grabs it and off he goes and heads for his puppy cage. He wants. Yeah, well, I try to change my clothes and he grabs my shirt, or something. He'll grab my shirt or my jeans, and if I set him down on the floor or set him to where he can reach him, off he goes. I don't understand this dog. He's going to be 2 years old in July, and he still wants to chew things. I left my room when I was cutting up the cabbage and stuff, getting ready to put it in the crock pot. And, I get all that done, get the stuff ready, and I thought, boy, he's awful quiet. And I looked around the corner into the living room, and there he was with my roll of glue dots. Oh, I could have just strangled him. And thank goodness the piece he tore off was an empty section, and I got the rest of it off of him. And I told him, I said, if you're going to be bad like that, you go to your puppy box. Go to puppy bed. And off he went in the puppy bed. I could have just strangled him because you can't. I told my daughter, I said, I feel like I've got a bear in the house, and when I go camping, you got to hang all your food up from the tree. I got to start hanging anything from the ceiling that I don't want him to touch. I mean, I can't keep living like that. I don't understand him. It's not like he doesn't have 3,000,001 toys, chewy things, biscuits, you name it, and he's probably got it in there. And it's not like, he can get to every last one of them. They're all over the living room floor. I feel like I got a toddler. And he still wants everything else. So I don't know if it's a rat terrier thing. It can't possibly be a puppy thing because he's not a puppy anymore. And so I don't know. But yeah, he did that. So and that's the last roll I have. I got to get some more. That was my larger glue dots. I'm going to have to order them off of Amazon because I don't have cash money to go down there to Joann's, and Joann's wants more for them than I can get them off of Amazon. Oops, there went through. So I'll just, there it is. So I'll just get them off of Amazon. Oh, and I know there was something else I was going to talk about. I know there was something else, and now I can't think of it. I was talking about him for too much talking about the puppy, I guess. So, but I thought I'd do, you know, a late evening video. That way, if anybody's not watching it tonight, you guys will see it in the morning, so you'll at least have one for Monday. And then when I find out which diamond painting you guys picked, and then I can kit that one up pretty quick, even on, you know, in video, because there's not that many colors, and I put it in my small one. So that's, you know, I could always try to think of something to talk about then. But let's see, it's trying to think. Good Lord. See, that's what I mean. Nothing, you know, I can't think of anything when I'm on here, and as soon as I get off, it's like, oh, guess what I just thought of? You know, well, the corned beef and cabbage turned out excellent. That was good. And I know I'm going to try and, well, we'll have a tiny bit left that we'll have for lunch tomorrow. And then I'm thinking of taking out the little bit of shrimp that I have left and try to make some kind of chowder out of it. Something, I don't know what. I haven't decided. You know, or some kind of shrimp linguine or whatever, and it would be with that palmini that's cut like linguine. I just haven't, that's what I usually do. I wait till that day, and I think, okay, what am I hungry for? And then that's what we eat. You know, it just depends on what I'm hungry for. So, I tell you, these, you see that it's got, I don't know if you can see it, a lot of grit, you know, left in these drills from Diamond Art. There's a lot of it, a lot of messed up drills. Oh geez, that was number 32. That was, what color was that? Oh, 3371. I need to open up the other bag. But yeah, so that's the only thing I'm doing tomorrow. Whoops. Girls. Yeah. The only thing I'm going to do tomorrow is just, like I said, take him, you know, to the vet for his nails. And then after that, just be home. I'm not going to do anything else except diamond paint. That's what I'm going to do. That's it. So hopefully our weather won't get too bad, because I am not looking forward to being cold again. And that's one of the reasons why I ended up turning the heat back on today, and I wasn't planning on it. And it just got damp and dreary, and I didn't have my curtains open, so I didn't know it was snowing until my daughter told me. So it's like, oh boy. Oh, that's the other thing. His, back to the puppy again. I knew there was something else I was going to be talking about him. Okay, I have a video, a short in my videos where that was like Liam's first pup box. Well, this next box that's coming is his last one. Because, and I don't know if I'm going to do a video of it or not, because it's just his last pup box, the bark box. We were getting them pup boxes, but some of the crap they were putting in there just wasn't for him. So we went with the bark box, and his last one should be coming. It would have been here yesterday or today, but apparently because of the bad hailstorms and everything that were headed in the, you know, central area, central United States, and in parts of Ohio, it got stuck I think in like Dayton, Ohio or something. Well, I think, is that a wrong color? Doesn't look right. Come off here. It just, it got stuck. So it'll be here. It could be here tomorrow or Tuesday. So he'll enjoy it. I'm sure. Well, he always does. Anytime either a UPS or a FedEx truck comes through and he hears, he knows the sounds of those particular vehicles, and he just heads to the door and starts scratching at the door and carrying on and everything. And then when he sees one of the guys has come here numerous times for his box, Liam knows him. He recognizes him, and the guy recognizes him. He said, "Hi, how you doing?" So he just goes nuts over his pup boxes or his bark boxes. But it's his last one, so I told my daughter, I said, I'll just save that box like I was going to before. Save the box and buy a couple items or something like that, put it in the box, and put a little bit of tape around it. And when he doesn't know about it or whatever, I'll put it on the porch, and then open the door and go, "Oh, look, there's one here," and he'll go nuts. He'll go absolutely crazy because he'll think another one showed up for him. So, throw a little bag of treats in it and a stuffed toy or something, and he'll be in seventh heaven. But he still has his favorite one. I don't know which box it came out of, but it is a multicolored stuffed piñata, rainbow color. It's got a squeaker in its belly, and it's all furry and fluffy and stuff. He's been I have sewed that thing I don't know how many times, because he's the poor thing's got a deformed face because I had to stitch his nose off to the side and everything because he had chewed in that area. And then I've had to sew the legs back on basically because he's grabbed it and he starts shaking it like he's trying to kill it. But that's what he sleeps with. When I go to lay down to go to bed, he runs and tries to find what we call his piñata, and he knows which one that is. I tell him, well, get your piñata, and he grabs it, comes running in, jumps up on my legs, and lays down, and he holds it in his mouth the whole time he's going to sleep. And that's how he goes to sleep. One day I yelled at him for something, and I told him, I said, "You need to go to puppy bed. You're, getting a little too wild." And he went running around, and I said, "What the heck are you doing?" He was looking for his piñata because as soon as he found it, then he went into his puppy bed. So it's his little security animal. And he loves that thing. He used to like the one that was Santa, but we ended up buying him a new Santa because he destroyed the first one, and he had the new Santa about 10 minutes, and he did the same thing, started to destroy it. But he's been real good with piñata. It's been holding up. So that, like I said, that's his fave stuffed animal. It's his security blanket, security stuffed animal, whatever. That's what he sleeps with all the time. So, yeah. But empty this thing. So, did y'all have a good St. Patty's? Did y'all eat, too much, or did you eat some good stuff? You know, like I said, I just stayed in and had my little meal and sat here and diamond paint. That's what I've been doing. I wanted to, I was going slow to begin with, and I said, you know what, I want to get this done and, show it, put it away, start something new, and see how much I can get done in the next about 10 days or so. So, let's see, what color, work on the V, and that is, where'd it go? It's 3777 or 35. I bet you I hit you a few times. And I think this turned out really cute. Oh, and that's the other thing too. I'm not going to do except for my gnomes. I'm not doing any seasonal type paintings. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to wait until, like, the 4th of July to find something I might have here. Or, I have some things here for Halloween. I'm not going to wait until Halloween to do them. If I feel like I want to do a certain thing that I have in my stash, I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's a Halloween one and it's, Easter time, or I don't care if it's, a spring one and I'm doing it in the winter. It makes no difference to me. I do what I feel like, what I want to paint. So, I know I have a Randall Spangler Halloween Dragline up there, and who knows when I'll, get to it, but it probably will be before Halloween. It's just what I feel like painting at the time. And usually I don't even think a lot of times about what I'm going to paint next until I get this close to the end, because I know if, when I get to the end, it's like, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's like, it's not an obsession. It's not an addiction. Well, could be an addiction, I suppose, but it's a good one. That once I'm done with this, I've got to be diamond painting. My hands have to be busy. So, and that's the way I, get through my days and, have no stress or not thinking about stuff, just diamond paint. And I think it's a pretty good hobby. I mean, I guess if you stick with the budget friendlies, it's not as expensive. And that's what I plan on doing from now on. I mean, Craftably's gone, and like I said, there were a couple that I wanted, but they're gone now, so, no big deal. If I lived without them before I had them, I can live without them now. So, budget friendlies are better, but I do pay attention to the definition of them. I don't want to work real hard and finish a 30 by 40 and it turns out looking like, all pixelated and you can't see what it is. I want it to at least look nice if I'm going to spend that time on it. So I watch the size, if it's a 30 by 40 or if it's bigger. I want to see if somebody else has done it, what it looks like. So, and diamond art's too expensive, and so is Dreamer Design. They're too expensive too. And I was hoping that you know, some of theirs were decent, but the couple ones I've gotten, or the one I got, like I said, with the lion, or the tiger rather, I don't know if I'm fond of that one or not. But I did get a Halloween one from them, mainly because it was by Bridget Voth, which is the same artist that put out Moonlight in the Garden, that Craftably, that I had gotten, that my daughter got me from Craftably. And I like her artistry, you know, so, and that's the one I have with the little animals dressed up for Halloween. So who knows when I might start that one. You never know. It's whatever trips my trigger, you know. So, yeah, I guess it's time to get off here, and I'll go faster. Whoops. I'll be able to diamond paint faster as I talk. While I'm talking, I'm trying to think, and I'm not paying attention. And so, whoops. So, like I said, hope you all had a good Sunday and St. Patty's Day. Hope your weather is cooperating with you. You know, if you're in a warmer climate, maybe you cooked out. I don't know. I don't cook out. I've got a grill out there on my deck. It's the second grill I've bought since I've been here. First one was gas. This one's charcoal. And I don't go out there and grill. I don't even know why I bought it. And it's one of them big barrel ones with the thermostat thingy on it and temperature gauge, all that stuff. I don't even know why I bought this stupid thing. And my brother is always threatening, I'm going to come out there and grill. Yeah, when? Because I don't go out there and do it. I don't have enough shade over my deck in the back for me to stand out there. It's just too hot in the summer. So if I had shade over top, then I'd say okay, maybe, but I don't. So yeah, I'm going to get off here now and get this uploaded, and y'all can vote on those 3 paintings. And if you don't want to name them 1, 2, and 3, you can name which one they are. There's Lady and the Tramp. There's the owl, the purple owl. And there is the kitty on a stack of books. So you can go from there and let me know. And, you know, the most votes, or the most one that's picked, that's the one I'll do. So, have a good one. Hugs. Love you all. Sorry I have not been back on yet to answer any comments from my earlier video. I will do that later tonight, so that way you'll all see it. Or if you see this in the morning, I'll have already done the other one and answered comments. So, hugs. Love you all. DP Crazy Lady, I'm out.